Hey everyone, welcome. This is Euro Maestro, and I am filming this live in Paris at the Trocadero, just next to the Eiffel Tower, where we have the Paris Museum of Architecture. And you're going to see here all kinds of amazing pieces of architecture from all over France. So this is a quick way to visit architecture from all over the country in one spot at the Eiffel Tower. Now what we're looking at here is this would have been a 16th century piece from the south of France. So this would have been a balcony piece that would have overlooked the honor court at a famous hotel in the south of France. And you can see, if you look closely, you can see that it has the sobriety of French architecture along with some Spanish influences. Hello, Yolanda. Hey, Shirley. Hugs to you too. Hello, Lisa from Washington State. So we're going to walk around. Hopefully the resolution should be really good today because I did check. The signal strength is really strong here. So hopefully you guys can confirm that that the signal strength, that the resolution is good. Let's walk around. It's very clear. Let's walk around a little bit. And what's great, like I said, look at all of these different things you can see all in one museum. So, and I'm just going to do one floor today, but there are several floors here, and it looks good. Okay, yeah, it should look really good, I think, because the signal strength, at least when I tested it a few minutes ago, was really high. Look at that. And we can go in close. Where are the other people? I kicked them all out, David. Now, it's kind of late at night here, and, well, not late, but it's going on. It's between 8 and 9 o'clock, I think, so people are probably outside looking at the Eiffel Tower because we are right next to the Eiffel Tower. But just look at this incredible detail. I'm going to show you some of my favorite pieces here. And look at these well, let me back up a little bit so you can see these. They have arches here. They have various models as well. And you can see when you go underneath the arch, let's look up a little bit, and you can see all of the detail. This is looking up at the top of the arch now and coming around to the side. So you can see there's a lot of detail. And look at these. This is one of my favorite museums. It's really great. It's very visual, and you can see a lot of things at eye level that are difficult to see otherwise because they're really high up in the real world, so to speak. Hey everyone. Hey Allie. Good to see you. Don't forget to share this, guys. You can share this YouTube video out on Facebook and on Twitter. I would certainly appreciate that. Let's get up close so you can see a lot of these features, which would normally be really, really high up and hard to see. You can see here in amazing detail. And close up, you can get really, really close. You love the red walls. Yeah, I actually read an article about that there's sort of a whole science or art. Donald Trump, by the way, just is condemning the attacks in Barcelona, so that's breaking news. So he's issued a statement condemning the attacks in Barcelona. If you're watching this live. All right. So yeah, I was saying about the walls. So there's sort of a whole art or science to how they determine what color the walls should be in museums. Only a couple more weeks now. Lisa, oh, I can't wait till you come here. It's going to be awesome. Now let's take a look at this. This is an interesting sculpture here. You can see this is the placement of Jesus in the tomb. So let's take a close look here. I think, I'll have to check this, I think it's from the 16th century. Yes, I was right, 16th century. I love it when I get the time periods right. Okay, here's another one. A slightly different representation, but a very similar one here, placing Christ, of course, getting ready to place him in the tomb. There's just so much to see here, as you can tell as I walk around. So now this one would have been a little bit earlier. This would have been from the 15th century. So it's about 60 years older than the first one we saw. Yeah, the details are pretty amazing. Look at this. This is such a fun museum. Look how they have the people looking out the windows. And look at these doors. Hey Euro, hey there. Olga, good to see you. Ali. As you can see, it's a pretty amazing door. Close up or far away. On the upper floors, they have modern architecture, as well as some other things. How are all of these preserved over the centuries? It's really amazing how well some of the architectural treasures of France are so well preserved. And look at this. Look how short the door is and how narrow the staircase is. So if you're claustrophobic, this is probably not the passageway for you. And here you have some models as well. So this is a really nice museum to visit because it's also, it's at the Trocadero, so it is right next to the Eiffel Tower. And there's actually 3 museums right next to the Eiffel Tower. Actually, 4, I guess, if you want to count the aquarium as well. So there are a lot of museums right next to the Eiffel Tower. So you can spend a lot of time at the Eiffel Tower doing things besides the Eiffel Tower. Moscow just issued a statement condemning the Barcelona attacks as well. And look at these archways you go through. The archways are pretty cool. Another model here. Yeah, the red is a nice contrast. Barcelona authorities now confirming 13 dead. Of course, I had reported this much earlier on my Twitter feed. Here's another model. I like these models because you can see the work as a whole, and it's almost like I'm doing a flyover. But it's not a flyover, it's just a model. Yes, the museum is going to close soon. All right, and look at this arch we're going to go through. Isn't that arch amazing? And there's also more models here. There's also, this is all part of the permanent exhibit, and there's also a temporary exhibit. So this is a model of Notre Dame Cathedral. Oh, and look at this. You think that's amazing? Let me try to show you this. So what's really nice about this is you can walk right into this, which I'll do right now. So I'm actually inside. I'm looking at the ceiling there. All right. So that chapel I just showed you dates from the end of the 11th century.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be informed that the museum should close in 20 minutes. Mesdames et messieurs, nous informons que le musée fermera ses portes dans 20 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, please be informed that the museum should close in 20 minutes.
Wow. Yeah, that's a 20-minute warning. So that chapel we just looked at was done at the end of the 11th century. So that means 10 something, like 1080 or 1090. Okay. So that chapel is more than 900 years old. And most of these things that we're looking at here can be anywhere from the 10th century up until about the 16th century. This one here, of course, yeah, much older than Notre Dame. This one here dates from the end of the 12th century. I think that it's pretty chronological to a large extent because the pieces at the far end were more 16th century, and the pieces at this end tend to be more 10th through 13th century. Just look at that detail, guys. And if you guys could, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you don't already subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the like button. And you can share this out on Facebook and Twitter. I'd appreciate it. My name is Euro Maestro, but you can call me Euro. Look at these arches. Wow. So I'm not going to be able to go to the upper floors. So if you're just joining now, this museum is located at the Trocadéro in Paris. It's right next to the Eiffel Tower. So this gives you additional sight. In fact, in a minute, you'll see right through the window, you will see the Eiffel Tower. But look at this. I got to show you this archway. This is one of my favorite ones right here. Look at this one. I hope this shows up well on the camera. This to me is just amazing. Thanks for all the likes, guys. I appreciate it. So you can see hundreds of years of history in just a few minutes. So I'm only going to be doing the ground floor, but the upper floors have more things, including modern architecture. There's also a great chapel upstairs too. But look at that, guys. Through the window, you can see the Eiffel Tower. So when I say it's close to the Eiffel Tower, it's really close. We'll look out the window for a second. And you can see very, very close to the Eiffel Tower. And look what we have on this side of the museum. Look at that. This is really old. Anybody want to guess which century this is from? So this is from the 12th century when they started building Notre Dame Cathedral. No, it's the 12th century. But look at this room. We have to go kind of quickly because it's closing, which is a shame. But just look at how much beauty there is in this room. Here's another one of my favorites right here. This archway here. This is like our own private tour, guys. Well, look at this. Look at that. I love all this detail. It's just crazy. And you can see the park next to the Eiffel Tower. Here we have some stained glass windows. And these great columns here. Here we have some models of the Arc de Triomphe as it is and how it was proposed. So you can see differences between the actual Arc de Triomphe and a proposal for the Arc de Triomphe. All right, well this is where we started the video. So this architecture here, like I said, represents a combination of French architectural features along with the Spanish influences. So you can kind of recognize this because this was inspired by some great architecture in Spain. All right, well, I'm going to end the YouTube live here. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, certainly hit that bell so you can be notified. When you tap the bell, you get notified of my future YouTube scopes. Feel free to share this out on Facebook and Twitter. I would appreciate it. And hit me up on Twitter with any questions or comments that you have, or if you have things that you would like me to film in Paris or in Europe or even elsewhere in the world, let me know where you'd like me to go, and I will try to film it for you guys. All right, thank you guys so much. Hope you enjoyed the visit as much as I did, and I'll be talking to you guys real soon. Thanks. Bye.